with the new screen. But we'll just use the old one. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Randy Anderson here with another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And today, this is episode 2 of Sports Talk with the Average Guy, man. So, with all this being said, and let's get into this episode, man. Because I usually, this isn't that. Well, this is technically the Average Guy, but this isn't what we usually do. So, all right, man. Let's talk about these sports. Whoa. Where did that stuff go? Okay. All right. Boom. Let's talk about these sports, man. Let's start off in the NFL, man. So, the top rankings of the teams in the NFL right now. The top rankings. Let me pull it up. I got it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So, in the AFC, it is the Patriots with 9-3. The AFC West is Kansas City with 10-2. And also, the Chargers are 9-3 in second place. The AFC North is the Steelers, which is surprising as shit, and the Ravens. Was with both seven. The Steelers was 7-4, and the Ravens was 7-5. Huh. The AFC South is the Texans at 9-3. Damn, the Jaguars.
Yeah.
The Jaguars look terrible, dog.
Yeah, they done this year.
Yeah, it's raps.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one either. I thought they was gonna be a contender once more, but not so fast.
The corner, what's his name? Jalen Ramsey got exposed a little bit. The NFC North or NFC East, my bad, which had it over the last couple of weeks has been surprising with a little switch up or whatever. The Cowboys have taken first place with 7-5. The Eagles are in third place. And the New York Giants are in last place. Yeah, man. So, hold on. In the NFC West, with the people that standing on top are the not St. Louis, but the Los Angeles Rams with 11-1. The Seattle Seahawks are in second place with 7-5. Yeah. Oh, and how is Chicago still up there? Okay, whatever. The NFC North. Chicago Bears 8-4. The Vikings are in second place in that league or in that division with 5-6. It's in the Saints in the NFC South are in first place with 10-2. Panthers are 6-6. So, man, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's have this conversation. Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh, man, damn Cowboys. That's all right, man. Y'all gonna get your hopes up just to get let back down. Y'all go ahead and get into the playoffs, and then y'all gonna get beat again, because all you got is Zeke, and Zeke's not enough. I know everybody like, Zeke Premier, Zeke's not enough.
That's true.
But yeah, let's break this down a little bit. So we'll take all those records and put them into a real football perspective. So the best team in the NFL right now is the New Orleans Saints. Now, I know that Dallas just beat them. They didn't thump them, but they beat them. But I still just think that their offense is way too explosive. All teams kind of hit a lull at some point in the season. The good teams all hit a lull at some point in the season. So I'm going to put the Saints in number 1. Number two, I'm going to go ahead and put those Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, sir. Kansas City Chiefs. You heard it right here. Rich Sports Media, Average Guy Podcast. The Chiefs are the number 2 team, and really the only reason they're not number 1 is because our defense is a little shaky. But we're gonna go ahead and still ride that out because our offense is the most explosive offense in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Number 3, I'm going to go ahead and go with the LA Rams. I don't trust them, but they are a great team. Defense is timely. It's not great, but it's timely. Offense is consistent. It may be the most consistently balanced offense when you mix the running the pass. Todd Gurley's a beast. With Le'Veon not playing this year, I would put him up there as the number 1 back in the league. And they have great weapons. Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp is out, but they have other players stepping up in his place.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, man, this may be a shocker to everybody.
Uh-oh.
This may be a shocker, but the number 4 team in the NFL right now, we're talking about right now, is the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans.
That defense.
The Houston Texans. Defense is everything that it's supposed to be. Everything it's supposed to be. And the offense is playing extremely well. Deshaun Watson is playing well. Wide receivers are hitting hell. Lamar Miller broke off a 90-yard touchdown, something like that, somewhere in the 90s. This last week. So they have a great balanced team. I still don't do Bill O'Brien, but it is what it is. It is what it is. At the end of the day, the players got to execute. Number 5. Number 5 will, I don't think it'll shock you, but they're playing under the radar right now, and that's the team that beat the Pittsburgh Steelers last night. The LA Chargers are the number 5 team in the league right now. And I'm sure y'all waiting to hear the other team, and I'm going to throw them in there because they are there, and that is the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots are the number 6 team. Number 6. And it all really comes down to just consistently year after year after year. The proof is in the pudding. They keep winning, no matter what. You could say they cheated, they did this, that, and the third. But they're just a great football team. Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback ever to play the game of football, arguably. And Bill Belichick is arguably the greatest coach ever to coach in the NFL. So you put those two together, and that's been a winning combination for the last decade that ain't nobody figured out how to stop yet. So they will always be in the mix. I love what Pete Carroll has done in Seattle. I love it. Riverboat Ron has lost his swag a little bit. I think the Panthers have lost 4 in a row. 4 in a row now. Pittsburgh, what an ugly loss. And really, when you think about it, I'm just going to put this out there. Pittsburgh probably shouldn't even be 7-4 right now. They should probably be closer to, I don't know, 6-6 maybe. I don't know, 7-4 is 11. So they're a 500 team. I'll put it like they're a 500 team. Last night, that was terrible. You're playing at home, up double digits, and you lose the game. And the way they lost, offside 3 times. 3 times. That's terrible. Big Ben is not playing like the Big Ben that we know. Antonio Brown had a monster game. I think he put up about 160 yards receiving, but they just don't look good. The Pittsburgh Steelers just don't look. They're just not good. And I keep saying this. James Conner has done a great job as a complimentary back.
True.
But you're starting to see the difference between the Pittsburgh with Le'Veon and Pittsburgh without Le'Veon. I'm just saying. There's nothing to talk about in the South outside of Houston.
True.
The AFC East is always going to be the Patriots until Tom Brady retires. Those are my top teams. That are obviously a gang of surprises this year. On the good and the bad side. You look at Green Bay, which y'all finally got it right and got Mike McCarthy out of there.
He called it.
Got him out of there. Oh, man. I was excited when I saw that come across yesterday. I was like, damn it took you too long. But you finally got it right, Green Bay Packers. You got one more to go, though, and that's Mr. Murphy, the president. You got to go to.
So y'all heard that from
ATL. I thought ATL was going to ball out now. Now the defense has been decimated by industry. Not industry, but injury.
Yeah,
They've been decimated by injury. I don't know how many starters they got playing on their defense that started the season off. So the defense has been decimated, but their offense is looking garbage too. You got Julio, you got Muhammad Sanu, you have Calvin Ridley, who's having a hell of a year for a rookie. If it wasn't for Saquon, we'd be talking about Ridley for rookie of the year. If it wasn't for Saquon, Matt Ryan, I mean, in a running game. I mean, I'll be honest with you, Tevin Coleman is the better running back of the two between him and Devonta Freeman, but they cannot seem to get that together. And I told you last week, I'm going to say it again. I think Steve Sarkisian is on the sideline drinking.
He taking a little sip.
Somebody needs to go find the damn flask. Somebody go find a damn flask, because that offense, for all the weapons that they got, oh my God, terrible. Yeah. Carolina, oh my God,
what's going on with that team? That team's falling apart.
Man, they were supposed. I was sure. I was like, all right, Carolina's gonna get into the wild card, and they have completely slipped out. So, I have no idea what happened there. Some surprises on the positive end. The Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson, 3 wins in a row. Now, I'm not saying that he should replace Joe Flacco. I won't go there and say it now. But he has somebody's vote of approval, because they said that Joe Flacco will be back next week, but he will be splitting time with Lamar Jackson.
That means somebody's liking what they saying.
We got a quarterback controversy in Baltimore, baby.
Yeah.
Quarterback controversy. Yeah, but I mean, it'll be interesting. He's younger, but he's still not.
He's still
not there.
He's still definitely still raw talent.
Yeah, but yesterday against the Falcons, he played all right. He had the run, where he had the quarterback draw that they ran for him, that he scored a touchdown on. He had some great throws out of the pocket, on the run. So, I mean, each week he's gotten better. He definitely wants to prove that he's a quarterback that can pass the ball as well as run the ball. So, I mean, Joe, I think time might be up, bro. I think the time might be up, Joe. I'm just saying. Now, there are other teams out there that need quarterbacks next year. So, there's a good potential that we'll have a job still. But, Miami, I thought Miami would be good this year. Kenyon Drake, Ryan Tannehill. I thought they would be better, but who's the coach here? Adam Gase. Adam Gase has not stepped up like I thought he would. Benvenuto Miami, I tell you what, not going on right now. J-Lo, you might want to get your 2% ownership back on that one, J-Lo.
Ooh. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Real quick, going back to Baltimore. Baltimore's defense has looked surprisingly like it's went back in time. It is looking surprisingly good, and that is another defense I do not really want to see. Honestly, I'll keep it 100 with you. Them and the Texans are the teams I want to take. I want them to take one of them. Got to take the other one out. And I think the Texans will take them out, but dog, both of them defenses are scary. And like,
ain't Suggs just an ugly one though?
True, you right. You right. Yeah.
He one of them people that got the extra gums in the little teeth.
Yeah. Call them the gumdrops.
Ugly man. Ugly.
All right, so let's
never let him be a house nigga.
You a field nigga. All right, so let's move over to the wild card. Let's talk about the wild cards, man. And then the AFC wild card is the Baltimore Ravens versus, or the Baltimore Ravens, the sixth seed versus the third seed Texans, Houston Texans, and also the fifth seed Chargers will be going back up against the Steelers. So let's start out with them.
Mm,
Let's start out with them, man.
yeah.
So what is your predictions?
So Houston, Baltimore. The season ended today. Houston, Baltimore. Unfortunately, I gotta go with H Town on this one. With Joe Flacco not being healthy all the way, Lamar Jackson still trying to work himself back in the fold,
Mm-hmm.
or work in the fold, I guess I would say. Yeah, I gotta take H Town on this one. I mean, uh, they're just hitting on all cylinders right now. They might be uh, they might be the scariest team because they're so hot. But one thing that you have to know about football is you want to get hot at the right time.
True.
So for them to have won 8 games in a row, you know, it's got to wear off at some point. They got to come
Exactly.
back to earth. But right now, they look scary. So I mean, will they win out? Maybe they will. But they're a scary team. So H Town is what I would take in that matchup. And then Pittsburgh and San Diego.
Yep. Pittsburgh versus San Diego.
I mean, look, look, Pittsburgh, man. Y'all should have gave Lavis money. Y'all should have gave Lavis money, man. He's that dynamic of a player that he would completely change your offense. That's good,
True.
but it's just not good enough. And I mean, you got to think San Diego beat Pittsburgh without Melvin Gordon. Without Melvin
Yeah.
Gordon. Melvin Gordon will be back if they actually do meet in the playoffs, and he makes their defense or their offense
That
that
much
much
better.
better.
Right.
Joey Bosa's back causing havoc from his foot injury.
And the Watt
Uh,
brothers. You have both of the Watt brothers playing against each other like they did last night. T.J.
yeah,
Watt and
so yeah.
I forgot what his name, the other brother name is. But yeah,
No. Baby boy White. He
yeah,
plays
he
for
played for the Chargers.
no. Baby boy White plays for uh Pittsburgh.
No, it's he has two brothers. One plays for the Chargers, and the other one plays for Pittsburgh.
Oh, the brother that plays on offense.
Yeah, I think one of them plays on
He's
offense. Yeah,
yeah, he's a fullback. That's right. Okay. I got you.
yeah,
Yeah. So the White family, they deep in football now. So
man,
three sons in the NFL, but their parents got to be proud,
hell yeah.
proud. But yeah, that would be my picks.
Okay,
In the AFC.
you know what? I'm gonna also go third seed, and I'm gonna say Houston because Deshaun Watson is that man, and he will make plays with his arm, and he can also make plays with his feet. Unfortunately, I don't want him to make plays with his feet that much, but his coach. Hey, I can't be the coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the guy on the sidelines. Yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Hey, him and Mike McCarthy can join somebody's staff together.
Boy, because both of them is trash. And also the Chargers versus the Steelers. You know what, man? If Melvin Gordon comes back, dog, it's all the Chargers. It's all the Chargers. The Chargers got it, dog. Like, and I understand some of my family is gonna hate me saying that or whatever, but hey, the Chargers got y'all. Y'all front office should have just signed Le'Veon, dog. That's all I can say. Y'all defense is still a little sketchy. Still a little sketchy. So, I mean, that's that. And all right, so hold on, let me get over here real quick. In the NFC, the Rams and the Saints will be on their bye week. Oh yeah, my bad. I meant to say Kansas City in the AFC and the Patriots will be on their bye week 1. And the Redskins versus the Chicago Bears, the Bears. And Seattle versus the team that snuck in. That has been on a little tear of late. The Cowboys. The Cowboys, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and go on the. I'm not gonna go on a limb because the Chicago Bears are gonna destroy the Redskins. Or my bad. Let me be politically correct. Washington. The Chicago Bears are gonna destroy Washington. I don't see them really scoring anything on that defense. Honestly, they'll be lucky if they get anything. That Adrian Peterson will be a no go. He'll be finito. Jordan Reed, nope, I don't think so. The deep threat, I'm not really too worried about it because Khalil Mack will be in there wrecking house anyway. You know what I'm saying? So Washington has no chance. And unfortunately for Alex Smith, you got so close. So close. And I'm not gonna say is it too soon because I gave you a couple weeks, my guy. Gave you a couple weeks. And also the Seattle Seahawks versus the Cowboys. I don't know, man. I don't know about everybody, but the Seahawks defense has looking like it's caught a spark. That offense is looking like it's caught a spark. And when Russell Wilson is on the path, that whole team follows him, offensively and defensively. When he plays good, that offense and that defense plays good. So I don't really think Dak has it in him to actually pull that team to victory like they need to be pulled. Because Ezekiel Elliott is one thing. That's one thing. He's a great runner back and everything else. The offensive line is still a little iffy. It's not the best offensive line anymore. Still a little iffy. Amari Cooper, literally all they have to do is put two receivers on, or two cornerback and two defensive players on them, and it's over for Amari Cooper. Unfortunately, he's a great player. Fantasy wise, he's up and down like usual, but he's a great talent. But Seattle has got it for me in that. So Lauren, it's on you.
So yeah, I agree with you. Washington, I don't see them having enough offensive firepower to win a playoff game. They keep the scores close by playing great defense. I'm not saying they can't do it in the playoffs. I just don't.
Yeah.
And I don't even think Chicago's that great, so to say. But I mean, defensively they are, but offensively they're just okay too. So yeah. Yeah. Chi-Town it is. Back to the Windy City. And then the other matchup is intriguing to me, man, because I got to give Dallas some credit. I don't do Dallas, but I am a respectful person when it comes to football.
Okay.
And I gotta give Dallas credit. Their defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, their secondary's been good for the last couple of years.
Right.
You know, their corners, nobody really knows who they are, but Byron Jones, they're shutdown corners. Right. You know, they have two shutdown corners. So defensively they're good. I mean, Vanderway, whatever his name is, I don't know. The rookie linebacker, he's good. Sean Lee, you may want to sign up to coach because it's gonna be hard for Sean Lee to get back on the field the way that he's playing right now. Vander Esch, that's his name.
Okay.
Vander
Yeah. The tall white dude.
Along with Jalen Smith. Very, very talented linebacker, tandem. The front four can get to the quarterback just as good as anybody in the league. So the defense is good. It's just their offense I just can't trust. Now, Amari Cooper does give them the elements that they didn't have. I think he is a little bit better than Dak Prescott was in his prime because he can actually run routes.
You mean not Dak Prescott? You mean
Ugly
Dez Bryant.
Dez Bryant, bro. I'm names fucking up today. Dez Bryant. I think that he's better than Dez Bryant. Dak Prescott. I do like what he's doing, which he is trusting his ability.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that he's not this prolific quarterback, you know what I'm saying, that's going to sling the ball down the field, do this, that, and third. Like, he knows that that's not who he is.
Right.
So I will give him credit for recognizing that and playing to his strengths. But man, when Russell Wilson is hot, goddamn it, he is an elite quarterback.
Scary.
Now, what's interesting about Seattle is Seattle's a run-heavy team. Like, they actually passed the least amount. Like yesterday, he was, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson threw 4 touchdowns. Do you know Russell Wilson, I think, had barely over 200 yards passing in that game?
Really?
Barely, yeah. Yeah, but he picks his spots. They're efficient with what they do. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's Pete Carroll. This is Pete Carroll's best coaching job in the NFL because the Legion of Boom is gone.
True.
So they don't even have any of those components anymore. So,
well, they
you
got
know, linebacker, KJ Griffin. No, Griffin wasn't. He's injured.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, the safety.
Because he took over
Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas.
Oh yeah, Earl
Thomas.
Talking about
Earl Thomas. Yeah, he broke his leg. Yeah, he broke his leg. You're thinking of Shaquem Griffin.
Or is that
the yeah.
Whichever one.
Yeah, that's the one with one on.
Shout out
to
him.
He's the one that. Yeah. So great defense, man. You know, which is a Pete Carroll staple. But again, he's doing more with less this year. He's having to coach up some younger players. So kudos to him. God, that's a tough matchup, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would give the edge to Seattle just based off of playoff experience.
Okay.
Winning in the playoff, I would give Seattle the edge, but that game could be a low-scoring 13-10 affair. Honestly, those defenses are both good. Dallas would keep the game close. So I'll give the edge to Seattle and say Seattle would win by a field goal or less.
Ooh, okay. All right, so he's got Seattle over the Cowboys. I agree with you. I agree with you wholeheartedly because experience is something big in the NFL. I don't know if people really know that, but experience is something big in the NFL and in any sport. And I don't know if Dak Prescott is ready for the quote unquote big lights because we've never seen him there. So I don't know if he'll crack under pressure or if he'll thrive. So until that time, man, we'll see. All right, so before we move over to the NFL, or before we move over to the college football, I want to first speak on: is Odell Beckham the new quarterback for the New York Giants? Okay, this is his second 40-plus yard touchdown. Second, that's 2. That's more than Eli. Their quarterback. So that's the question I would propose to you, sir. Now, what do you think?
Hell to the no. Hell to the no. But I mean, he out there playing 500. You know what I'm saying? You know, 500. I'm throwing the ball. I mean, when you have little razzle dazzle plays like that, they're always gonna, for the most part, unless you have like a super disciplined defense, they're always gonna throw the defense off. You know, the one thing I will say is that you start doing it too much and people will catch on to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something, you know, with the type of season that they're having, you pull out all stops. I mean, has Saquon thrown a touchdown yet?
He caught a touchdown from Odell.
We're gonna let Saquon throw one next. I mean, look, here's the thing, man. So I watched the Giants play. When Eli had protection, Eli wasn't bad. Eli just can't move anymore. Like, he has no escapability in the pocket. So, you know, once the defense puts pressure on him, he's done. But their line is terrible.
Oh, yeah.
They're lucky. Saquon Barkley is so good. They're lucky because their line is garbage, and so Eli, to be honest with you, like most quarterbacks would have a chance behind that offensive
Oh
line.
yeah.
I mean, hell, offensive lines like that is what got Andrew Luck injured.
Yep.
So now no, I mean it's good to see they're keeping him involved in the game, which I think that Pat Shermer, the coach, understands. I need to keep Odell involved in the game in some capacity. So from that standpoint, I like the play calling. I like, the gimmick plays and things of that nature. Uh, but I mean, the boy's a wide receiver with some of the greatest wide receiver hands ever. I'm not talking about in this generation. I'm talking about ever. The boy's hands are fantastic. You know what I'm saying? He's just kind of, special in more than one way. I'll say that.
All right. Just a little sassy. You know what I'm saying? Just a little sassy. It's cool. All right. So we're going to move into the college football, man. All right. So the final team set for college football playoffs. Who, what's that say? Who you got left?
So you got Alabama.
Or, what's that?
You got Notre Dame.
Okay, that's what it said. Yeah, Notre Dame or
Notre Dame.
So how did you handle that?
So, of course, every year in college football, there's some controversy about the Final Four teams. And, of course, this year it was, Alabama, Notre Dame,
Michigan or something like that?
it was Oklahoma. Oklahoma got in. The Sooners got in.
Really?
The Sooners got in. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And I forget the third team. I don't know why the third team is not popping up in my head. But yeah, at the end of the season, so it was interesting because Alabama almost lost. And that would have kind of muddled things up a little bit more. But they ended up pulling off the game. Quarterback got hurt, Tua got hurt, so Jalen Hurts had to come in and close it out for him. You have Oklahoma playing Alabama in the first matchup.
That's crazy.
And I would tell you what, it's very, very interesting because Oklahoma's offense is probably the best offense in college football. I'm not even going to argue that. They got the best offense in college football. But their defense is terrible. Their defense is absolutely terrible. So that's what makes it tough for me. So I think in this particular instance, Roll Tide. Roll Tide. I just don't see. I don't see Oklahoma being able to stay with them defensively. I think that's going to be where. Yeah, I think that's going to be where the caveat comes into play. Because I just don't think that they have it in them to beat Alabama. I mean, they can score with Alabama, but I just don't see it. So who's going to win the national title? That's the big question in everybody's mind.
Right.
Roll Tide. I'm so goddamn sick of Alabama. I'm not even going front, man. I am sick of Alabama, but I don't think that Oklahoma has enough firepower. I just don't see it. Notre Dame is the number 2 team. I feel like defensively they could play with anybody. But offensively, I don't know. They're inconsistent. The third team is Clemson. That's who it is. Tigers. Clemson Tigers. Dabo Swinney. I mean, that's good. And they can give Alabama a run for their money. I know Dabo Swinney understands Alabama because he's played them. I think the last 2 years they played in the title game. Definitely some good matchups. Clemson and Notre Dame would be a great matchup, but I think Clemson is just a little bit better. So I think we're going to see Alabama and Clemson in the title game again. I think I will say this: Alabama has the edge now. The better quarterback plays on Clemson squad. The freshman quarterback that they have he's a beast. You know what I'm saying? His last name is Lawrence. He's as good as Deshaun Watson was.
Really?
In college. In college, yes. Yes. Yeah, he's
Was that
good.
The dreadlocks?
No. This is a white dude.
Oh, you talking about the my boy call him Sunshine. He looked like Sunshine from Here Comes the Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have the edge at quarterback, but I think every other position I would give Alabama the edge to, offensively and defensively, really. So yeah, well tied.
He said it like shit. Fuck, I hate these niggas. I ain't Stevie.
I
hate
I
these
was
niggas.
I was hoping that Georgia. I was hoping that Georgia would beat Alabama,
Mm-hmm.
and that Georgia would be the fourth team, and then Georgia will play Alabama in the title game again. Because that's really the only team that I see in college football that can beat Alabama.
Okay.
It's Georgia.
Georgia.
The Bulldogs.
All right, so let's move over to the NBA real quick. Let's speak on some of the rookies out here, man. Let's talk about some of these rookies, man. All right, I have a few of them actually pulled up on my screen. Let's talk about the Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic. God, that boy bad.
That boy cold.
That boy bad.
That boy cold.
You know, European players don't normally come over to the NBA
and translate.
And the game doesn't necessarily at least not right away.
Right.
Not right away. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when you look at his statistics playing over in Europe, he averaged like 10 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but it's such a different game of basketball overseas.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, he had the skill set, to make it in the NBA, and the boy's balling out right now. If you ask me, that's the rookie of the year.
He was cooking James Harden.
That's the rookie of the year right now. I mean, he's got. I think the biggest thing is the confidence. A lot of European players, they come over and they're still trying to figure out the American game. I mean, you think about Paul Gasol, Marc Gasol, like they had to figure out the game. Like he's come over here and he's fully confident that he can play with NBA players. I mean, he's shooting. I think just a smidge shade over 40% from 3-point. He's shooting, consistently from the field. He's rebounding. His defense is still spotty, but I don't know very many rookies that are great defenders coming right out the bat in the NBA. So, I mean, he's going to be good. And Dallas, with Dennis Smith Jr., DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews. Yeah, I mean, they've got a decent team that can contend. Very long, very athletic. But Wesley Matthews got that old man defensive game. He just put his chest out in front of you so you can't get past him. They have a solid squad, man. They have a solid team. Rick Carlisle is a great coach. So, but I like Luka Doncic, though. I didn't think he's gonna be good. I'm like, he'll be okay, you know what I'm saying? But he need a couple years to get used to the game. But he said, the hell with that. I got this right now. I got next, fool.
Hey, man, like I always say, you get picked in the right system as a player, and it's gonna produce for you big time. And he's got Dirk as a mentor. So a great European player to this next upcoming European player. Plus that team is building for the next generation. and the generation is damn near here. So I mean, hey, yeah, Luka Doncic, he is the number one for rookie of the year this year. It's not Ben Simmons, y'all. Never mind. Oh, all right, DeAndre Ayton for Phoenix, the center for DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, he's been playing really good offensively and defensively this year. The only knock on him is that little crossover where he got his soul snatched from him by but I forgot what dude's name was. But he got his soul snatched from him and he kind of collapsed. But what's your thoughts on DeAndre Ayton?
I like DeAndre Ayton. He's got an interesting game because he is 7 foot tall, but I mean, he got handles. It's
True.
weird, you know what I'm saying? 7 foot tall with handles. Plays for Phoenix. He plays for Phoenix, so you got to take it with a grain of salt. But I mean, he'll be a solid player. I don't know if he's a game changer to the point that he elevates the team. I don't know if I would put him in that stratosphere, but if Devin Booker can get healthy, they could make a great 1-2 combination when he was healthy to start the season. Matter of fact, you saw that pick and roll game was pretty swell. So no, but I mean he's definitely coming to the league and understands the game enough to be effective. I would like to. He's somebody that I would like to see in 3 or 4 years and see how he evolves as a player. Is he going to be an inside-outside player? Is he going to be a dominant low post player? Yeah. So definitely like his game. I would like to see how much better, how incrementally better he gets because he could eventually be better than Luka Doncic, but I'm just not sure that being on Phoenix is gonna help him.
Yeah, I understand. All right, so we're gonna talk about the next one. Number 3 on the list is Trae Young for Atlanta. So he was the fifth. He was the fifth. He was the fifth pick in the draft this year. Like I said before, getting picked on certain teams that actually will fit your style of play, like Luka Doncic, and also having a veteran in Vince Carter, will only prove good for him, honestly, because he's a great distributor. He can score. His scoring is iffy, but he can score. That boy has handles. Defensively, he's still iffy on, but I mean, he's a little small. He's a little smaller point guard than everybody else. I understand why everybody was calling him the Steph Curry in that draft or whatever, because he was small. He did shoot the ball. He did have handles. I understood all that. But hey man, give him. I give him 3-4 years, and he'll be a little force. He'll be a Steph Curry force. I can give him that, because if he can continue that shot with them handles and he can actually drive and like lay it up. Hey, I definitely can see that Steph Curry compatibility. So what about you? Or comparison, not compatibility.
Pretty boy Floyd. I like him. I tell you what I like. I'll tell you what I like about him is when he came into the league. You could see it in the preseason. You could also even see it at the start of the regular season. Like, he put a lot of pressure on himself to be a scorer. And I was like, you know what? Work your way into the league. I think a lot of people forget how prolific of a passer he is. In college, he would have games where he dropped 15 down.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I like that he settled in to his role as a point guard, that he's distributing the basketball. He's had a lot of double-digit assist games so far this year. So I like that he's not forcing the action. His shot will come. You know what I'm saying? He's got NBA range, had NBA range probably in middle school. You know what I'm saying? He's got a quick shot. That's what makes people like Steph Curry hard to guard. His shot comes off so quick. They're ready. They're always in that shooting position, so to say. So definitely, a good player. There's no superstars, I don't think, this year. But I think you have some really, really good players. Players that in 2 or 3 years could be really, really good. I like Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges is playing over in Charlotte. Right now, he's having a pretty good year as well. Jared Jackson with Memphis.
Oh yeah,
He's having a
Jackson
really
is having
good
a good
year
year.
this year. And I think the good thing for this particular draft class, at least for the most part, is that there's not that pressure to be the guy. So they can kind of ease their way into the game instead of being forced. You think about the LeBron Jameses where you got to come in and be the man because we ain't got shit else but you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that at least these rookies have an opportunity just to kind of, ease their way into the game versus being forced to be that star right away. I think they all three have potential to be stars by far. I think Trae Young will probably have the most uphill of a battle, I think, and not just because of who he is, but the way his team is composed right now. They don't have a great team right now, but they will get better. But I think he would have the most uphill battle just because he doesn't have as many weapons around him.
Yeah. The only thing I will say to your one of your points is, I think it's Colin Sexton for Cleveland Browns. That's Cleveland Browns.
Kyle Sexton, yeah.
He is one of the ones where I don't think, like, allegedly the team is not really happy with him because he's not really listening to I guess, quote, the older players and the veteran players in the locker room. So he's trying to be that guy. He's trying to literally take over LeBron's role and be the leader of that team and stuff like that. So I mean, that's one player.
Who they got?
Nobody.
Who they got?
Tristan Thompson.
I be doing the same damn thing.
What's his
But he gonna take direction from Tristan Thompson.
And Kyle, I was about to say Kyle Love, Kevin Love, Kyle Korver left. He went to Utah. But all right, yeah, and also Sheen, Galanus Alexander. If I fucked up your name, dog, I do apologize. We can talk. You know what I'm saying, but he plays for the Los Angeles Clippers. He was the 11th pick in the draft. And he's up here in the top rookies of this year. So I mean, I've never heard. I've seen the dude. I really never seen him play, but I've
from
heard
Kentucky.
Yeah. So, man, these are the rookies I would say are in the hunt. Honestly, Luka Doncic has my vote. For right now, Luka Doncic has my vote because I seen that man cook James Harden. I seen that man pull up damn near from half court, beaming on him and everybody else. And then in the corner, just he lulled him to sleep real quick, pulled him in the corner, and then pulled back like James Harden would do, busted right in his face. I was like, oh, okay, young man, do what you do then. Do what you do then, pimp. All right, so
and he's just not. I'm sorry to cut you off. He's just not a. He's a young European. Like a lot of Europeans come over, they 25, 26, whatever the case may be. He's 19 doing it.
Yeah.
19, 20, I think, maybe. So, I mean, he's a young European doing this. I just want to point that out, that he's not your prototypical European that comes over after having, like, a Manu Ginobili who's, 28, 29 when he came over here to play. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this as a 20-year-old, so kudos, Luka.
Special. And kudos to the Mavericks locker room, man, or to the Mavericks organization. You guys, like I said, you guys have been building, and goddamn it, hey, perfect. It's looking good right now, folks. All right, before we gonna stay in the NBA real quick, but all right, man. Breaking news today. Chicago Bulls have fired head coach Fred Hoiberg. All right. Now,
finally,
as somebody who loves the Chicago Bulls, has been a Bulls fan forever, and will always rep Bulls and the Denver Nuggets, this when he got hired on as the head coach, I said, "What the fuck are we doing?" I was like, "What are we doing?" I don't think he was able to coach grown ass men. I didn't see it. Now, a few of my one of my coworkers was like, "Bro, what are you talking about? He'll be able to translate everything to the NBA." I was like, "No, he won't, dog." I was like, "These are grown ass men we talking about. We not talking about kids, dog. We talking about grown ass men, men that's making millions of dollars, and ain't gonna be listening to him with his bullshit." And my boy was like, "No, I don't know what you talking about." Hey, after the Chicago front office is known for doing this shit, telling you we love you, we will hold on to you, you are our guy, and then getting rid of your ass the next year, because that's what they did to Jimmy Butler, and then that's what they did to him, to Fred Hoiberg. So Fred Hoiberg, that's all we can do, bro. Is chuck the deuce up to you, dog. I mean, yeah, that's it. What you got for me, Lauren?
Man, look. Fred Hoiberg was a good college player. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't even think that he came from Iowa State, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he was just okay there. You know, I think he just had great connections.
True.
Or whatever the case may be. So that's how he got the Chicago job. I think he was real cool with John Paxson, because everybody forgets Fred Hoiberg actually played for Chicago when he played professionally. So I think that's kind of how he got that job. You know, John Paxson probably had an affinity for him because they were similar players, just shooters. They couldn't do nothing else in the NBA. So, no. Goodbye, Fred. Goodbye, Fred.
Also, in this will be another quick thing for the NBA, real quick. The projected for the draft. Well, this was like last week, but the projected for the draft was the Atlanta Hawks getting Zion Williams from Duke. I see you now in your head. RJ Barrett going to Chicago with the number 2 draft pick. And the Phoenix Suns getting what's that? Nazir Little from North Carolina. So I mean, that has a couple other people on here, and it has actually the Boston Celtics picking number 6. Yo, the Boston Celtics are fucking
facts.
What the fuck? That's all I can say, dog. Like, what the fuck?
The number 6 pick. They get the number 6 pick. Unless they traded away for something else this year. But yeah, crazy.
Dog, that's crazy. And number 5 will go to the New York Knicks with Bobo. Bobo is actually pretty damn good. That motherfucker good. He tall as shit, but hey.
Who? Bobo.
Bobo.
Who that?
He's Bobo. He's a 7. I think a 7'1" center. Well, like dribble, and he can dribble and he can shoot. That boy good.
You talking about Manu Ball?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
All right, man.
He ugly like his daddy.
I mean, yeah. I did because my boy was like, "Hey, you ever seen his daddy play?" And I was like, "Nah." And we pulled up some old clips on YouTube. I was like, "That nigga ugly as shit." Well, it's cool. That boy 7 something. He's 7 foot something. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so continuing on in the NBA, is the NBA too friendly nowadays? And does social media and the highlights play a part in it? Because I know back in the 90s, media didn't exist, and everything wasn't shown in the media, I should say. Lauren, I'll let you take that first.
Yeah, so the reason I threw this one out there is because, you hear a lot of the old players talking about, man, I don't know why everybody trying to team up. I wanted to play against the best competition. Look, man, there are players in the NBA Hall of Fame right now, not because they were super great, because they were winners. True. Winners. And I'm sorry, but you can't tell me, if you're Charles Barkley, that you wouldn't trade a you wouldn't trade having a better team for a title. You want to play with the same damn 76ers spot? Really? Now, he got close with Houston. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, this is Phoenix Suns. I mean, come on, man. You really gonna tell me right now that if you had a shot to play with Michael Jordan, you'd be like, no, I want to play against Michael Jordan. I want to play. I'm the mound around. I want to play against Michael. Man, please shut up with that, man. Like, what has happened today is players have decided to do everything they can do to control their own destinies. Like, that's what this is about. Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? The organization's going to take care of me. I'm good. Yeah. I'm not going to worry about that. Well, those days are over. So that stuff's not happening no more. So these players are in control of their own destiny. And so that's why they're teaming up to win. The object of a basketball game is to win it.
True.
I'm sorry. Now, yes, the KD move was a pussy move.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry to all my children viewers, but that was a pussy move.
True.
That was a pussy move. You know what I'm saying? I can't give him credit for that one. He went to an already championship caliber team and made them better. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna give him credit because he did make them better.
He just followed LeBron's moves.
But
that's it.
But it was tailored. You know. Now see, it's a little bit different for me because in the reason the LeBron move was a little bit different. You talking about when he went from Cleveland to Miami?
Yep.
The reason that was different to me is because they put themselves together. Like if you look at Golden State already had all these pieces. Mm-hmm. Miami simply had D Wade, and that was it. Like they didn't have the other pieces. Now those three got together and was like, "Hey, do you think we could team up and put together a powerhouse?" And they did. Yeah. They did do that. You know what I'm saying? Even though
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Even though they lost to Dallas. Even when they lost to Dallas because they got a little bit too arrogant and they were feeling themselves, they still made it to the finals. Understand that? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just think it's more about control. You know, and yes, media is crazy now. You know what I'm saying? You can't go nowhere as a public figure, period, without a camera in your face.
That's true.
You know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised you sitting in the public stall taking a dump. Camera pop up over the top of it, like, so, what's this shit like? What color is it? You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry has green poop. Oh my God. You know,
1 million clicks on my website.
Right. So I mean, that's just media, how media is now. I think it's if the media today was like it was in the 90s, you would have had some of the same stuff. And the reason why is, why wouldn't you want to capitalize on everything you can milk the game for?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Jersey sales, shoe deals, endorsements. Mm-hmm. Why would you want to milk the game for everything that it has to offer? So, I wouldn't say there. I would say the generation as a whole is more friendly. I think that's because that's the life that was created for them. You know what I'm saying? Parents struggle so their kids could have more, and as their kids have more, the mentality is a little bit different. You don't have that fighter's mentality like it used to be because you don't have to. And it's that simple. You just don't have to have that mentality anymore. Right. So, look, I think the NBA is I'm not going to say more competitive. I'm going to say it's as competitive. The players are more athletic. Think about this. Think about this for a second. You got DeAndre Ayton, right? Mm-hmm. 7 foot tall, can cross you over. Who did Jordan play with in the 90s that was 7 foot tall that could cross you over consistently anytime he wanted to? Name one.
I can't.
Name one. There's because they didn't exist. The game is just
I
so
was yeah.
different.
There's
It's
no
different.
7-footers.
So I don't
No
know.
7-footers. No 7-footers with handles and with feet. Honestly.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Yeah. I
Nah, it
can't.
didn't exist. Didn't exist.
I
So
mean,
I
if you
mean,
can name
the
one,
game is
let us
evolved.
know. If they can
Hmm?
if they can name one, let us know. For whoever's listening,
Yeah,
if y'all
yeah,
can name
yeah,
one, let us know.
yeah, yeah. If you tell me one, average guys, average girls, tell me one 7 footer in the '90s that could cross you up.
Facts, big facts.
You won't find one. So the game is just different. It's evolved. You know what I'm saying? Players have become more well rounded, and that's kind of that whole. I'm not gonna stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? Back in the '90s, stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? This is you right here. Just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I ain't gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna get a little bit out of everything. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna post up on your eyes. I'm gonna bring you out. I'm gonna cross you over, then go yammy on you. You know what I'm saying? After I cross you over and wave at you, like it's just a different game. And really, that was brought on by players like you know, Kevin Garnett. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Big men with handles. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Garnett, he cross you up. He cross you up. He face up on you. Hit you with that jab step. Good night.
Yep. He
Good
had
night.
you underneath the rim and it was raps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dog.
And biblical.
I do believe. Oh man, that was that was a funny ass moment. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right, so man, hold on. Oh, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he gets yammed on, man. By who was that kid?
Henzaga.
Okay,
That's his last name.
okay.
Yeah,
Cause
that's his last name.
yeah, when I seen it, I was like, and you stepped over him. Oh, you being disrespectful, young fella. Oh, you being disrespectful. Giannis didn't take too kindly to that, but he was like, okay. That was cute. That was real cute. I'm gonna make sure I have you on my list next time we play you, baby, little young boy. I'm gonna make sure I got you on my list. I'm gonna yam you up with one good. So what was your thoughts on it, man?
Man, look. Everybody gets put on a poster, man. Even the greatest get put on a poster. Don't jump. You jumped. And you jumped late.
True.
That was the bad thing. You jumped late. You know what I'm saying? Had you went straight up, I'm sure you probably would have changed the shot or whatever the case may be. You jumped late, you got dunked on. Now, you know, my man wanted his 20 seconds of fame. So, yeah, he stepped over you. But Giannis acting like a little bitch about it, though. I'm going to hit him in his groin next time. Really? Why don't you just dunk on him? Like, just do yourself a favor. Dunk on him.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't even that serious, man. Just go up and...
Now, okay.
And you Greek freak, man. You freak on him. Freak on him.
Let's be clear. Giannis is about like what, 22, 21 maybe. So that as a younger man back in my day, if a nigga try to dunk on me, I'm gonna catch you with an elbow. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, dog. Like, let's be clear. Like, you're not finna just disrespecting me in front of everybody on this damn court. You gonna catch an elbow. And like, especially if I try to go up with you and you trying to yam on me, you finna catch one of you. I'm about to UFC. You know what I'm saying? You gonna catch one of those. If you get hit in your rib, you get hit in your rib. But yeah, I mean, it's like the ego, it's ego and pride thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey, I'm just saying. Back in my day, when I would play basketball, and somebody would try some stupid shit like that, try to yam on me, I'd be like, hey, dog, don't try it. Cause I will catch you with an elbow. I'll be honest with you, dog.
I mean, but he didn't have a chance, though. Like, he would have had to, like, flagrant to his ass. Like he didn't have no chance, man. I mean, he was caught between going up and realizing, oh shit, I was too late.
Yeah.
So it did look real bad though. I had to say.
Oh yeah, and then the step
It
over,
was real
the
bad.
step over. He looked at when I stepped over him. He was like, "Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That just happened. Yeah, baby.
yeah,
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 you my bitch tonight."
yeah.
All right. So, man, which NBA superstar is past their prime and needs to retire? Now, when we talking about a superstar, we talking about superstars. We have one in. Well, he used to be a superstar. He is retiring this year. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade's retiring. Who else? Who else? Who? Let's just name some superstars for me. Some superstars that need to retire. That you think? Go ahead.
Carmelo.
Oh, I thought he was been gone.
Carmelo. Huh?
I thought he been gone. Be honest with you.
Ooh, I got one for you.
What's up?
You just talked about him a couple weeks ago. The White Howard. The White Howard. It's time for you to go bye bye. And I mean no disrespect, but you're not Superman no more. You're not Superman no more. So yeah, man, it's just, your judgment on the court is bad, and your judgment off the court is bad. That's all I'm gonna say, Nick. That's all I'm gonna say, Mr. Howard. It's time for you to just ride off into the sun. You good. You good, man. Go ahead. Thank you for your service. You had a great career. It's time for you to go.
Yeah, I mean, you.
His career ended in Orlando.
Ooh.
Just so we're all clear. His career ended in Orlando. Those Laker years.
Facts.
It wouldn't even play for Atlanta.
Yeah, he played for Atlanta.
Yeah, whack. Washington, whack. I mean, everywhere he's gone since Orlando.
He played on the ground.
He should have stayed, man. You know.
He played on all fours. All right, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
I didn't know. You know.
Oh my god, dog.
You know.
I was like, bro, I was like, he's setting you up the whole time. Dwight. I was like, dog, and you just keep talking. You should have just hung the fuck up. She was setting your ass up the whole time. I was just like, Jesus. It was fucked up, but like people was like, man, that's not Dwight Howard. And then he said something that all when niggas get in trouble, that they always go, oh wait, what? I don't remember that. I was like, yeah, that's Dwight. That's Dwight. All right, man. Yeah. So yeah, you said Melo, Dwight. Retiring. Manu Ginobili's gonna retire.
Manu retired.
Oh, he's retired already?
Yeah, he retired.
Okay, so Tony Parker, instead of Manu, Tony Parker needs to retire. Dirk Nowitzki's on his way out. Vince Carter's on his way out. Who else can I think of real quick? Damn. If you guys have any other people that you guys would like, or that you guys think need to retire, go ahead and put in what's the name and let us know. Cause that's those are the only ones I can come up with. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Before we leave off at the NBA real quick, I just want to say, LeBron James, this is all good that you're putting up all these 50-point games, and shout out to all the players that put up 50-point games. And one team in the NBA has three of their players have put up 50-point games, but and that is the Golden State Warriors: Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson. But dog, you putting up all these buckets and pushing your team to all these victories. You ain't gonna have no juice for the big finale. Just I want all the fans. I want all the fans to think of that. You said what?
They'll monitor his minutes.
Okay.
You saw he sat his last game. I think they were playing Phoenix. Matter of fact, he sat the whole fourth quarter.
I'm just saying, man. I understand he's a freak of nature, and I understand we all said he might be juicing, but dog, that adds up. All that time is gonna add up, and it's gonna be running a little short in the playoff, especially if you guys play Golden State in the first round, which would be that would be a wild first round. That'd be, I ain't gonna lie to you. First round, Golden State versus LA, LeBron versus Stephen Curry and KD and everybody. It's raps for them fools. It's raps. No, I'm not talking about Golden State. I'm talking about Washington. I mean, not I'm talking about LA. Just let y'all know.
Yeah. It would be.
They gonna wash LA, dog. All right. Whew, where will KD be next year? Where will KD be next year? Where will Kevin Durant be next year?
Won't be in Golden State.
What?
Won't be in Golden State. Nope.
I'm listening. Nope. I'm intrigued.
I think I know where Kevin Durant's going to go.
And if he says,
I think he's going to the Knickerbockers.
Really?
I think we're going to see him in the Knicks jersey.
That was one of my predictions like a few months ago, but yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where he's going to go, just based off the type of player he is and what he's trying to get out of basketball at this point in his career. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he did the little chump move, you know what I'm saying, with the Golden State. He's got his titles.
True.
He's got his titles. So what is he looking for now? He's going to be looking for a big market. And he's going to be looking for his own team so he can be the man with no questions asked. And, I mean, who has the money and who has the market? The Knicks. That's pretty much the only team outside of Golden State that really has Golden State doesn't even have the market. And I'm not sure that they're going to have the money. It depends on who they decide they want to keep next year. Is it going to be Draymond? Is it going to be KD? They got some other pieces as well. Andre, I think Iggy's contract is up this year. So it's going to come down to who they want to keep. But I feel like, I don't know any other teams. I mean, let's see.
Not Washington?
Washington is his home, but number one, I don't think he wants to go play for Scott Brooks again. That's number one.
That's true.
Number two, I just don't see him and John Wall being a good fit. I don't. As much as I like John Wall, I think John Wall wants to be an alpha, and Kevin Durant at this point has decided he wants to be an alpha, which is why I think you see the struggle with him and Draymond. I just don't. I don't think Washington, even though that's his home, I don't see that being a good fit unless they figure out how to get rid of John Wall. They can figure out how to get rid of John Wall and Scott Brooks, then maybe. But yeah, I think the Knicks are the team, and quietly the Knicks aren't a bad. I'm gonna say they're not a bad team. They're a bad team. But they've got some pieces now. They've actually got some pieces now. Now, the interesting part, I think, if Kevin Durant decides to go to New York, is what do you do with the uniform at that point? Because I don't see the two. I don't know. But I don't think that the two of them would be a good fit together. Maybe they would be, though. Maybe they would make a good inside-outside tandem because they both can go both ways. But they're both going to demand top dollar. So what does that mean for the rest of your team? Now, you do have Kevin Knox. Uh,
Yep.
you got Frank. You know,
Nicolatina, or however you say that boy's name.
yeah, yeah,
Nicotine.
yeah, Nicola Jr. Yeah, nicotine, Frank Nicotine. uh, and I mean, he was solid point guard. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I mean, but he's not going to be looking to do anything else either. But set people up and play defense. I mean, they've got some pieces there. And I mean, don't forget that if they're not a great team this year,
They get a high draft pick.
maybe they pick up a two guard in the draft.
True. Yeah.
And they could easily go from being uh, a bottom team in the East to one of the top teams with Kevin Durant in the East. And not only that, but Kevin Durant, I mean, outside of Kawhi, if Kawhi decides to stay in Toronto, Kevin Durant could run the East.
True. That is very true.
I love Kyrie, but Kyrie can't beat Kevin Durant in a one-on-one game of basketball.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant is too tall. He's just too tall. So I mean, he can run the East. So I mean, if I were him looking for my own team in a great market, that's where I would go. Where I would go.
Yeah, I definitely could see him going to the Knickerbockers. The other team I could see him possibly going to would have been Washington, but now that you brought Frank Hoiberg into the equation, and I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Yeah, I don't think he would go unless Frank is gone, because he's already had his ups and downs with Frank Hoiberg. And then John Wall, I don't know if everybody's seen, but he kind of allegedly he had an emotional breakdown because he said a reporter told him that no team really wants him. So that's fucked up. I know that'll hit home. Hopefully that'll bring him down to earth. You know what I'm saying, and humble him something, so that team could go on a run or something like that. But yeah, man, like hearing that shit hurt. And also with the Golden State thing, I heard something on the Flagrant 2 podcast. Shout out to Kaz, Akash, and Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz said that they had the reason why they suspended Draymond is to check Boogie Cousins. I didn't really know that anything was going on in that locker room besides like the Draymond thing, but allegedly some things been going on with Boogie, and they're letting Boogie know, like, yo, we'll check one of our best people to put you in line. Like, so you're not just finna be running ragged in this locker room, and yeah, we'll check your ass. We'll cut you in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn. Yeah, man.
Another team came to mind. This is a team that I think will come out of left field for most people. What about the Nuggets?
If he go to the Nuggets, because the Nuggets already got a squad, and they've been building for a couple years now, and it's finally starting to actually come together. The coach is really good as well.
Yeah.
But if he was to go to the Nuggets and they get Michael Porter Jr. next year, and Michael Porter Jr. could work with KD, dog, they're already a contender now. Honestly, they're a contender now. They were a contender last year, but they're really a contender now with Luka Doncic. With shit, damn near triple doubles with him. Damn, I forgot my man's name. But just all the pieces they got are amazing. From point guard to shooting guard, everybody can shoot, everybody can defend. That would be surprising, and that they could fuck around and win a championship with that team. That
what do you think about Portland?
I don't know. They don't have a big man. They don't have a big man down low. And
yeah. Portland got a big man, don't they?
No. Who?
Yeah.
One of the
Yusuf. I think his last name is Yusuf. I can't think of his first name. And I mean, he's not a Nurik Yusuf, I think is his name. I think that's his name.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, they would probably have to get rid of a couple of players to do it, just from a salary cap perspective.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put him in a Dame Dollar. In the Dame Dollar team,
That would be nice, but I don't know if Dame Dollar gonna be there for too much longer.
Yeah, yeah, I want to see him come to LA.
I don't. I no.
I ain't
I
gonna
don't.
lie.
I don't wish. I don't wish LA on any of my people. LeBron James, I respect you and all your movements and stuff like that, but no, I'm good. I'm good. Nobody need to go back to La La Land. That was Kobe's in regardless. And shout out to being rich and being Kobe. For Thanksgiving, his wife forgot the yams, so he took the helicopter back home and picked up the yams and came back. Talk about rich and being balling. Wait, just wait, just
When
wait.
you don't have shit else to do in life, huh?
Right, man. And so, on this note, before we end off this episode of episode 2, uh, I want you guys to go ahead and go check out Grit Sports Media. Yeah, go check out Grit Sports Media on Facebook. Go like and subscribe to that. Also hit that like and subscribe button on the YouTube channel, the Average Guy Podcast, Average Guy Studios, the Average Guy Podcast on YouTube or Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead, hit that subscribe and get engaged with all the posts and all the comments and stuff like that. Lojo stuff will be coming soon. Do you have anything else that we need to talk about before we bounce out of here?
Yeah, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room.
Where? Where you at? Where you at?
Brother Hunt.
Let's go, cause I got some shit to say.
Brother Hunt, man.
I got some shit to say.
I'm sad. I'm sad, man. And I'm not sad as a football fan.
Ooh.
I'm sad as a Kareem Hunt fan. Y'all say y'all condolences to Kareem because whoever got it out for him, they got it. They got him. Now let me preface what I am going to say. Let me preface what I am going to say because I'm gonna be kind of hitting this from a lot of different angles here in the next few minutes. Gentlemen, we're stronger. We're stronger than women.
True.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Don't put your hands on them, man. Don't put your hands on them. That's my disclaimer. That's my disclaimer with everything I'm going to say tonight is don't put your hands on a woman. That's my disclaimer. Think of it like this. If that was your daughter, how would you react? If that was your mama, your wife, that got knocked upside the head, got kicked, whatever the case may be, how would you feel? Just think about it like that. Now, let's get a few things off of our chest. Number one, he was provoked.
Oh yeah.
He was provoked in the situation. You know, there's a lot of pieces to this story that we don't know. I do feel like that. There's a lot of pieces to the story that we don't know yet. But there's a couple things I want to touch on. Okay. These girls are 19 in a 21 and up club. Where the doorman at? Where the doorman at?
That's new information. That's new information.
Now, don't get me wrong. I used to have a fake ID, so I get it. Maybe they used their fake IDs, and maybe they were cute enough that the doorman was like, "Yeah, I have a good time. I didn't let y'all in." I don't know. I don't know what happened. You know. As for ID, fellas, have an adult conversation that only an adult would know the answer to.
Boy.
And just do that, man. Like, you know, we're so hell-bent on getting the job, on having fun. You know what I'm saying? That we forget the obvious things. Because, I mean, he did the right thing by saying, oh, God, 19? Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta go. But see, the bad thing is, you had already done everything. You got him drunk. You took him back to your apartment, hotel apartment. You had already did everything. You know what I'm saying? Now, the cover up, fellas, that was terrible. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Kareem Hunt, don't try to act like you asleep, dog. Don't come out talking to the cops with no shirt on. Really? Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a jerk, but you gotta do better than that. Now let's talk about this video. The camera's always rolling, people. Always rolling. The camera's always rolling. Kareem. I ain't no shiesty type of dude. But if you knew this could get leaked, get the video. Get it. You knew it existed. Pay for the video. Because TMZ paid for it, and now all your business out the street. All your business out the street. And to make matters worse, now that this has happened, 2 more allegations. Now they're not against females, but they do show that you have a violent pattern of behavior. You know, maybe you don't need to go to clubs. Maybe that would eliminate all these problems. I don't know. But now you've shown a violent pattern. You know, the video was the most damning part of this whole thing. That is the difference between Kareem Hunt and Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster, there's no video. If he say, she say. He punched me in the face, I didn't punch her in the face. But there's no video evidence. They got video evidence on Kareem Hunt. Video freaking evidence. And look, I know a lot of ugly people, but I don't know 2 ugly people that look the same. So he ain't got no damn doppelganger. I was like, damn, man, if he got a twin or something, he got a doppelganger out there, man. But Kareem Hunt ugly, though. So if you look the same as Kareem and you that ugly, like, ooh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But let's get to a few serious things. And I'm gonna let my man Corey go in more depth on this when he's able to talk about it. But you know, I listened to the interview with Lisa Salters, and I don't know, like the whole bashing of his character. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that can go either way. You know what I'm saying? Did he make a mistake? Absolutely, a huge mistake. It could be a career-ending mistake. I'm gonna be honest with you. It'll be hard. It'll be hard.
Washington will pick him up next year. I hate shit.
Nah, Daly got 1 head case and K had 2. Nah, man, this was a head scratcher for me, man. You know, I don't like the way that they portrayed him in the media. I mean, they drug his name out through the mud. You had all these females talking about, you know, the very cliche-est line, once an abuser, always an abuser, those type of things. Does he have a violent past? I don't know. I don't. You know, I mean, I heard about the other 2 allegations, you know, and it's interesting to me that in all 3 cases, not one of the 3 victims wanted to cooperate after the fact. I think that's kind of interesting. You know, it either says that, you know, they were threatened, or it says that maybe they realized that they had as much plausible blame as he did.
I heard a couple things, but these are just allegations on my part. And I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but allegedly, the young lady that was, I guess, videotaping or whatever, got her phone taken. Now this is alleged. She said that the girl called, like when she was in Kareem Hunt's face, she called him a nigger. And then, like I guess like was putting her hands in her face or trying to smack her or whatever. So that's alleged, but I did hear that, and I've heard that from I guess you would say a couple credible sources. that you would like that actually you could trust in the media. So I mean, that's that. So I mean, that just brings up a whole new layer of stuff. But continue what you were saying.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That was a tough one for me. You know, what we say, sticks and stones may break my bones, the word will never hurt me, right? You know, and that's a tricky one, man, because I've been called a nigger before. There have been instances where I have walked away, and there have been instances where I haven't walked away, and I'll just kind of leave it at that. I would go out on a limb and say that although she meant when she said that, that she said it intoxicated too. So she had that liquid courage in her, you know, on top of probably feeling like, I'm the classic white girl. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can do anything, get away with anything. You know, that's why she was 19 in an adult club. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Not the point. Shame on the NFL. Shame on the NFL. You know, and I think there is some validity to the story that they told, which was we heard about the incident. We tried to get the video footage. The Cleveland police said we can't release it because the alleged victim is not cooperating. You circumvent the law one way, you can do it for another. And that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a black eye on the NFL as well, because it basically says the NFL turned a blind eye to another superstar. It's basically what it's saying. You know, if this would have been, you know, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the NFL draft, they'd be like, oh yeah, get rid of him. But because one of our premier players in the league is being caught up now, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta try to. Okay, you can't give us the video. Okay, thank you. We don't want to have nothing to do with it anyway. We're gonna wash our hands, and I think that that's a shot against the NFL. You know, there's obviously a level of history with football players and domestic violence. Yeah, man, it was just a really, really sad thing for me to hear. And then today to hear more things come out, I was like, doggone, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? What Brother Kareem, man, don't you know what you're doing in the dark to come out in the light? Like, didn't you know that? You know? So, here's what I hope. Number one, I hope that he gets an opportunity to play football.
I do too.
I do.
I really do too.
I hope he gets an opportunity to play football again. If you take your average Joe, who this happens to, you know what I'm saying? And even if it follows, the average Joe will still be able to get a job somewhere. Depending on, of course, the charges. But in most cases, he would get another job. So I hope he does get a chance. But what I hope more importantly is that he matures and he learns and he grows from it. You know, because it's not just about the fact that he put his hand on a woman, you know what I'm saying, or a female, you know, but it's the position that he put himself. You know, bringing underage girls back to his hotel room that his girlfriend was there. We probably all glossed over that, but his girlfriend was in the room when it all happened. But
I'm gonna say
neither here nor there.
This for tomorrow, but yeah, I got one thing I'm gonna get.
You know, there's so many things for him to learn and to mature and to grow as an individual, as a man, because this is something that as he moves on with his life, you know what I'm saying, when he looks at his daughter in the eye and these conversations come up, like, what are you going to say? What are you going to say to your daughter? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell a quick personal story and then I'll turn it back over to you. But, you know, there was a time when I was a young man, and I got into it with my baby mom. You know what I'm saying? I was fighting for my daughter to have the right quality of life. and I only had so much control over it at that time. And you know, we got to arguing. The argument spilled outside. She hopped in the car, cussed me out, hopped in the car. She was driving off. I kicked her car. And she stopped the car and got out. I'm pissed off. You know what I'm saying? And I remember her getting out the car and running at me. And I reared back and I was ready. And at that point in time, she could have been a dude on the streets. But I caught myself. I said, oh, whoa, brother. A female. And it's your daughter's mother. So you want to go to jail and not get to see your daughter again? Like, yeah, you better pump the brakes on me. You know what I'm saying? And so, we, even when women provoke us, man, and guess what, fellas? It's gonna happen. Your wife will provoke you. There'll be days where you're arguing with your wife, and you be like, man, I just want to choke the shit out of you. You're getting on my nerves. Because we get that fired up as men. And honestly, some of it is not knowing how to control our emotions at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Or at least channel it the right way. But it happens. But it's the action that destroys everything. The action destroys everything. And like I said, think about this like your mother. You know what I'm saying? Like your wife, like your daughter. Would you want to see any other man put their hands on them? The answer is no. And if the answer isn't no, you need to get punched in the mouth. So to Kareem Hunt, I really do hope you're sorry. Not that you got caught. But I genuinely hope that you're sorry that this happened, that you put yourself in this predicament, that you whatever damage you potentially caused to this young lady, if any, you know what I'm saying, that, you're sorry about that. And I hope that you get the help that you need, not because you crazy. I'm not calling you crazy. To understand as a public figure, or even more so as a man of honor, you always got to be in control, man. You always got to be in control of the situation, because you put yourself in a situation where you put your career at risk now. Millions of dollars. You put yourself at risk now. You may never play another down of football again. The game that you loved over one night. 3 minutes. 3 minutes can destroy your whole life if you let that sink in to anybody watching this shit right now. 3 minutes can destroy your life and everything you work for. 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. Think about that the next time you go out and decide you want to do some stupid shit. The next minute you think you want to get full at the club and go ahead and hop in your car, cream somebody on the way home. Think about that shit. 3 minutes can destroy your whole life. That's my word, brother. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, I just got literally. I want to save one of these for tomorrow, because I do want to check both men and women tomorrow, because there was some things said about this that I do want to check both white men and both black women. So yeah, stay tuned to that for tomorrow's show. The Average Guy Podcast. But no, yeah, Kareem Hunt. So, all right, man. We had, like I said, I wanted to check some people. I actually want to check somebody right now that's still in the NFL. His name is Big Ben Roethlisberger. All right, so Big Ben said, what Kareem Hunt did is horrible. Men have no idea how to respect women nowadays. I would never.
Benjamin.
You said what?
Benjamin said that.
Yeah. I would never let him date my daughter. All right. So, let's take a little trip back down memory lane, right? All right. Allegedly. Oh, wait. I'm just gonna say allegedly, but knowing damn well a couple of these actually had been taken to court. Big Ben Roethlisberger had raped a couple women. Oh, a lot of people don't remember that, do y'all? That's because it was covered up by the NFL. A couple of them came out, and a couple of them went through. He paid money, but he still had allegations of raping a female. So how are you, my friend? He pushed his homeboy into the girl, and then barely kicked her. And when everybody said that was the straw that broke the camel's back, you know what? I just let it live. I was like, that wasn't that hard of a kick, but I understand where you guys going. But you, sir, you, like literally, this is dead. This is coming from me. I will take all hate mail. It does not matter, nigga. This is coming from me. If this gets to you, dog, this is coming from me. How can you say dudes don't know how to treat women when you had allegedly raped multiple women? Raped. You didn't put your hands on them. You fucking sodomized these women with the penis, sir. Now, if any Steeler fans got a problem, you can holler at me in the inbox, and I have you on. I have no problem with that. But I just need everybody that's on this hypocritical bullshit to know where you were when you was his age. Remember what you did, motherfucker. You got history. And motherfuckers still remember that history. And this is coming from me. And I swear to God. No, one more thing. Like Lauren said, literally, if a young lady that is close to me, or that I've had close conversations with, or have hung around for multiple times or multiple years, and I hear that her boyfriend or someone that I know has put hands on her, she doesn't even have to be family. Yeah. She doesn't even have to be family towards me, bro. Like, look, it can be her mama, it can be her. I ain't gonna hit her mama, but it could be her daddy, it could be her brothers, it could be her uncles, it could be her boyfriend, it could be my best friend, nigga. It does not matter. I will check a nigga in a heartbeat for that girl. And no, I'm not fucking. This is just a girl. This is a female that's been close to me. When I have females that are close to me, that are right here, nigga, in my heart, you know what I'm saying? And my heart is cold, nigga. I don't like nobody. I will check you. I don't give a shit if you family or not, my dude. Family, friend, it does not matter. Some random ass nigga in the street, it does not matter, dog. I will check you. I've checked niggas at 6'6", football players. I don't give a fuck how big you are, dog. You don't put your hands on a woman that I know and that has come to me and confided into me, and you think we cool still. Like, no, nigga. I will check you if I see you. You got the game fucked up, dog. You don't put hands on women. Now, that little kick was cool. You know what I'm saying? It was a little boop. It wasn't that bad. But you not putting your hands on a woman. You are not putting your hands on a woman, man. And on that note, dog, I'll see you guys tomorrow, dog, because I'm still fired up. And like I said, for the white men, I got something for y'all ass. For the black women, I got something for that ass too, man. So, man, on this episode of Sports Talk with the Average Guy, man, we out, dog. Peace. Thanks to my boy Lauren for coming through, man. Remember, every Monday, 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we'll be on with all sports, man. Tuesdays, the Average Guy Podcast. Thursdays, the Average Guy Podcast. Dog, I'm telling you, woo-wee. I want to cut somebody the fuck out when I heard that shit, dog. I was just like, boy, all right, Ben, that's cool. But yeah, man, tomorrow, 9 o'clock, see you guys in Average Guy Podcast, man. We out.